Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody under.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield?
And the defense, got him at the 27. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This crowd, full of throats, spinning the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Swings it out to his running back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Smith. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Fires to the right. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Got a man. It's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Toss sweep to the right. And some room to work. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Cobb. Got room at the 35. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Touchdown, Tiger! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking for... looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Cobb. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged on the outside. It's Singleton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Going to swing it on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the no mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Donaldson. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they'll make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's still plenty of time, and you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. Thrust that arm out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
When they say pressure bust pipes, this quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Donaldson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because of...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Using his legs, it's Henderson. And they'll knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He lets it fly. Fires the pass, intercepted.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-0. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Auburn offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. To the air, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide and get me another touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Using his legs, it's Peoples. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thompson.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to throw on third down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. There he goes. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Well, this left-handed quarterback, he drills throwing on the run to his right a lot in practice for situations just like that, and it paid off there.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to pass their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way. powerful words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Auburn's offense will get first crack at it today. Last year's Iron Bowl is pretty much what we've come to expect when it's in Tuscaloosa, as scripted as it was a year ago. The drama you tend to find when they play in Jordan-Hare, but there's no mistaking the intensity no matter where these two get together.
Yeah, and Auburn didn't play their best.
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Cobb. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Past the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Got it behind the line. It's Howard. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Knight. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of this...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving.
Turning it on! The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Howard. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Cobb. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Got a little space. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Unloads it left. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel as these stats will show you. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Russell. Rushes on him. Got his man downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There he distance at the 37. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I can keep going. Quinn Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down in the field. If the coverage takes away throw.
Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 40. Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Knight. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Thompson. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He's looking to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Miller with the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're
Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide.
The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He keeps it going. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Knight. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. It gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To throw, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Second down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll take it himself. Powers through the defender. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Got enough space. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house.
decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Hard-hitting tackle.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gets it past the marker. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Thompson. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Got the quick completion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Russell. Fires on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive... getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking to throw for it. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They got the incompletion to stop the clock. Now they need another stop on third down to get the ball back. Looking to pass. It's Knight. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Looking to throw on first down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Bringing the heat into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's exactly why this defense brought the blitz. You bring pressure because you want this quarterback to feel you, to get uncomfortable, to move him outside of the pocket so he's not sitting there doing damage. They do just that. Chase him down, put pressure on him, and force the incomplete.
Touchdown, Bama! 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter, and so much for the wet ball drill. Couldn't hang on to it. Nothing. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. Throwing right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And they say history repeats itself, and the Iron Bowl is coming down to a long field goal. Again. He splits the uprights. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. The latest edition of this in-state passion play.